punk revolution now. Today we're gonna be reviewing Liturgy. Liturgy is an experimental metal band that have been around for a while now. I've been following them since 2011 with their release Aesthetica, which was very polarizing. Lots of people loved it, the way it blends together black metal and noise rock and math rock and all this other cuckoo crazy shit, and other people just dismissed it as pretentious bullshit that's hipster metal that the only reason anyone pays attention is because Pitchfork and Anthony Fantano has approved them or whatever. I don't know, whatever. I've always really liked Liturgy. I've never loved any of their albums. I really liked their album they released last year, Hack. I've always felt like they just have so much potential because they have so many cool ideas, but like I said, I've never really loved any of their albums. So going into this one, I'm like super excited. Hopefully this is the one that's gonna blow me away. Their true masterpiece. Apparently it's gonna be blending together like opera in their metal, that sounds kind of interesting. So let's get started. Let's start by taking a look at the album cover. I'm gonna censor this album cover a little bit when I upload it to YouTube so I don't get in trouble with YouTube. It's very stupid, but I gotta do it just in case. This album cover here is a photo of what looks like to be Hunt-Hendrix, who is the lead songwriter of Liturgy. She appears to be completely naked. You can see her breasts, and it looks pretty cool too. I like the colors. I like how the ball in the middle looks like kind of like a magical globe or something. It looks magical. I don't know. It's a cool cover. I like it. It's simple. It's cool. Musically, like I said, we're gonna be hearing the experimental metal that you would probably expect from Liturgy, but blending together with this sort of like dissonant, dark opera that kind of reminds me a little bit of like Igor Stravinsky's Rite of Spring, maybe a little bit of influence from like John Zorn. Seems like Liturgy is kind of attempting to do something with like that with a full-blown ensemble. We're gonna hear string sections. They're gonna be playing really dissonant notes on top of each other. There's gonna be horns coming in there. Again, there's gonna be a harp on top of the blast beats of the black metal, which is also something we saw in Hack. So it seems like this is like a really big production going out and trying to achieve something just really experimental. We're gonna have moments where it's just dark dissonance just being fucked at you. There's gonna be moments where there's a big loud, everything gets loud, all of a sudden there's a big blast beat and it gets loud, and then it's gonna be quiet and we're gonna be scratching on our guitar strings and our string section scratching on our strings, and then there's gonna be trap metal, and we're gonna put a little bit of glitchiness in our freaking music because we're a little wacky crazy and we're doing all sorts of stuff. It's just constantly throwing one idea at you after another, and none of these ideas are landing. It just comes off as so corny, so cliche, just really trying so hard to do something experimental, do something avant-garde. We're gonna put metal in we're gonna put trap in our metal opera. Whoa, yo, wouldn't it be so cool if we put trap in our metal? Oh my god, that's such a good idea. It's not like every single fucking 15-year-old on the planet could think of that if they were trying to think of the most generically experimental thing to do. Yo, we should do it. Okay, let's do it. Boom, we did it. Should we listen to this to make sure it actually sounds good before we release it? No. The people who are gonna listen to this are going to think it's cool no matter how it sounds, because they're not listening to this because they actually like experimental metal. They haven't listened to a single metal album this year besides this one. They're gonna listen to it and they're gonna like it no matter what, because we're doing something that they think is going to be experimental. There's no subtlety in this album. This album is actually very simple. There's not very much complexity. Everything is just so bare and given to you with no proper build-up. The composition is terrible. When it does kind of give you a climax with the loud blast beat, it's the blast beats, the black metal sections just sound copy and pasted from their previous album, Hack. And the worst part of this album is that it's just straight up really unpleasant to listen to. Like, it's just so grating and dull. Nothing is going on. It's just like you're dying for it to finally be over. And you know what? I can handle challenging, unpleasant albums if inside of there's some like reward if you re-listen and you can find some like kind of cool little avant-garde idea in there. There's nothing in this album like that. Like I said, everything is just so obvious. It's just given to you up front. It's like it honestly feels very amateur, if I'm being entirely honest. It feels very amateur. I'm giving this a 0 out of 10 because I literally do not enjoy a single thing about this album. 0 out of 10. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you liked this review. Sorry if you like this album, I really do not. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We are growing really fast. And if I get to 3,000 subscribers before the end of the year, I will go 1 whole month straight with drinking only Soylent and eating nothing else besides Soylent a whole freaking month. Thank you for watching. I'm getting out of here. Punk Revolution now.